Hello everyone, are you well? My name is Aaron and I like to make things out of junk. But not today, no. I've got some cheap and nasty model kits that I'm going to, bash together to make a submarine spaceship. And we both know how this could end. But until then, let's cue the music and start scratching that build. Okay, this has haunted my cheese-induced dreams for a long time now. No, it's not what came first, the boat or the submarine. Or is it, did the captain of a sinking ship declare it was actually a submarine before he went to his watery grave? No, I'm talking about making a submarine that's gonna look like a spaceship. Now, having bought said sub off a certain online company whose packaging skills leave a lot to be desired, namely, this sub came in a tatty paper envelope when a couple of weeks ago they sent my spudgers in a box big enough to fit my size 10 feet. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I mention spudgers, rewind a couple of videos and all will be revealed. Now, back to this build. Let's have a little bit of coffee, as my friend at Maple Leaf Customs says, and read the instructions. So read the instructions and then decided to totally ignore them, and I started cutting plastic from sprues willy-nilly, and let's see if YouTube can decode that last sentence into some sort of subtitle. So things were going great. I was cutting bits and pieces off until I had to revert back to the instructions, because it was telling me one thing, but the plastic was telling me something totally different. Ah yeah, turn it that way around. And anyway, we got there eventually. So this is what, after an hour, I finished with. I know I can tell you all impressed with my skillful model making. So then next was these two doodahs were the thingies that went on top of the sub, but I looked at them differently and thought, hang on, these could be the jet engines that go on the side of the sub, and with a little bit of nip and tuck, and that's what I did. So I just gave the doodahs a little bit of a sanding and then just stuck them to the side of the submarine. Voila, there's my sub jet engines. And we're just over 3 minutes into the video. Today's word is Captain Ahab. And to any of my new viewers who don't understand the thing that I'm doing there, if you are watching this video, I'm interested to see how far you watch before you start skipping. So when you want to leave a comment, leave the comment with the starting bit Ahab. So back to the build. It was time to break out the big guns, and by big guns I meant tanks. I seem to have a lot of the tanks because I do like the tanky greebly bits that come with it. So as you can see, there's a little toy tank there that's at the top of that. That green thing is the bottom of a tank, well, a different tank, and I just thought it would be cool just to sort of like give the submarine a different kind of shape. So all I'm going to do now is just slowly build things up, just to give it that, like I said, different shape and not a submarine shape. Now I bought this, which is a plane kit, and there was 2 planes in one, which was ideal because then I could take the fuselage and use that to bulk out some of the submarine as well. And obviously, to make it look like more like a spaceship, I would be using the wings from the said aircraft. So that's what I did, just stuck some wings on. That bit is another bit of tank. Don't ask me which bit of the tank it is, it's just there now, and it's part of this spaceship, space submarine ship. I still don't know what it's called. Anyway, so I just kept adding bits on and then decided I needed more wings, because you can't have a spaceship without more wings, I kind of guess. This is the bit that I'm doing with the fuselage because the one that was next to it didn't actually work, so I had to use the other aircraft for the same side, but the other side of the submarine. Look, just watch the pictures, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And after I did all that, I just added some weapons and lots more bits and pieces, or greeblies as we like to call them, onto the sub, and decided to, what the hell, stick a tank turret on top of there so it looked like a big bad beast sort of thing. Then it was onto the priming, so I just primed it with a rattle can of grey, and now let's guess what colour Aaron painted this ship. Will it be green, or am I going to go crazy loco? You decide. And I've just realised something, that you already know what colour this is because you've already seen the thumbnail to the video. Boy, do I feel stupid. Well, I painted it blue instead of green. Any of the new subscribers, yes, I paint a lot of my videos, I paint a lot of my builds green. I just like it and think it looks sexy on screen. But for this one was just a grey blue all over. Just quickly drying it with the hairdryer. That's Jeff the hairdryer, who's been with me since day one when I first started back just around 2 years ago now. And then what I did was, just with a very light sort of blue, just did the nose colour so it looked like it was cold in the winter. No, it was just to try and give it some sort of differential from the front and the back, kind of, well, to make it look kind of sexy. And then just went in with some red just to do some of the portholes, windows, whatever you call submarine windows. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments. And then a bit of weathering, but I didn't go too mad with the weathering. I just kept that to a minimum as well. And if you've made it this far in the video without skipping forward, I commend you, and thank you very much for sticking with me and watching this video. And just leave a like, subscribe, it really helps the channel. And thank you to all my new subscribers out there. Drop a little comment, say hello. I don't bite. I will reply to everybody. I will get round to it. So now what I'm doing is I'm just putting some numbers on. These numbers are represent something that happened in my life. 1979. It was a fine year. I think I was only, what, 11? And then just putting some skulls on, and then it's on to the weathering. And then you just see me just do the weathering quickly, and then that's the end of the video. On to the glamour shots. Thank you very much for watching. Keep an eye out for the next video, and until then, keep scratching that build, everybody.